Turning to farm news now, avian flu brought some of Minnesota's top lawmakers to Willmar Saturday. Governor Dayton, Senator Al Franken, Congressman Collin Peterson, and others toured the Willmar Emergency Operations Center, the poultry testing lab, and then held a public forum where those in the poultry industry could ask questions. Farmers say they need more equipment to quickly euthanize birds, more people to help clean infected barns, and financial assistance to get through this crisis.
But, the severity of the situation, the uncertainty about the source, the uncertainty about the duration. But, different growers have immediate concerns, and those are the ones I think we need to be focused, certainly at the state level. So every day is another day where they don't have income and where they have expenses, and it's just a very, very difficult situation. So we'll do all we can to help.
Well, as of the weekend, avian flu has hit 49 farms in 17 Minnesota counties, 2 in North Dakota, 5 in South Dakota. Minnesota National Guard soldiers have been called to help euthanize those birds. That work begins today, should run through Wednesday. Well, some much-needed rain fell Friday morning in the Southern Valley, and the farm fields soaked it up. Because it has been so dry, the rain didn't slow down farmers. They were right back in the field by mid-morning Friday. Cold soil temperatures are more of an issue. That has some Richland County farmers who planted corn in early April worried about whether their corn may have been damaged by either the cold soil temps or Thursday morning's hard freeze.
So far, this field was planted about a week ago. And from what we were looking at out in the field, it's planted about 2.25 inches, because at the time we were looking at a little drier soil conditions. We didn't know if last week's showers would show up, but it's sitting in good moisture right now. It didn't look like it took any damage from the cold weather that we had a couple nights ago.
Well, the cool temperatures of last week have set the stage, though, for a continued early planting for sugar beets and corn. Although the wind blew topsoil out of many fields, erosion and dry conditions are not everywhere.
No, I'm just satisfied the way we are. Everything is, we got good soil moisture, and the topsoil is still good. The wind hasn't seemed to bother it, because I think the frost is still coming out. In places I know it is, because it was dry last week, and now the ground has turned dark in spots, so that tells you the frost isn't out completely. Nice and sunny, and I'll have the ground worked and it's fertilized, so I think I'll go for it. And then see what happens. Get a little in anyhow. Take advantage of the early season. I haven't had that for years. I'm always planting the middle to the end of May. It's a wet area, We have a clay bottom, and the water table is pretty high all the time. It's been replenished for the last 20 years too abundantly, and it just never seems to get ahead.
For the farmers who did plant corn several weeks ago, the concern is how long that sprouted corn can sit in the ground before emergence.
Well, we're going to be in a case of two different situations. We got growers that are just about done planting. They rolled pretty hard right after that 10th of April, and they're almost wrapped up. And we have others that are just kind of sitting there waiting for conditions to be ideal, and they're going to get going here the next week. And temperatures yesterday morning were at 32 degrees at a 4-inch depth in Wyndmere and Wahpeton territory, and worse as you move north. So about an hour ago we were only looking at 41-degree soil temperature. So today, in the next couple of days, we'll start getting it back up into that 55 to 60 for ideal planting temperature.
And in a few minutes, we'll take a look at those soil temperatures. We received reports here at Valley News Live of a large number of barley acres in Foster and Eddy counties northward that were damaged by Thursday morning's freeze. Agronomists do expect it to come back, though, since the growth point of the plant was at or below the surface. It's 4:41. Time now for Iron Monday, the latest machinery news. Brought to you by Degelman, inviting you to take a look at their ProTill field cultivator. The days of the truly automatic transmission have arrived as the technology of the constant velocity transmission continues to be advanced by Case. You'll find it in the Steiger Rotrac tractor designed for the Red River Valley.
This is truly automatic and infinite speed. Actually, the first stepless transmission was made by the same company with the red paint, and it was called a 656 Hydro. This is probably a third or fourth rendition of this in a hybrid. Ring gear on most transmissions is fixed, standard, doesn't move. With this, we take a hydraulic pump and motor and spin that ring gear forward or backwards after we're in a gear. And then the transmission itself shifts the gear, picks the appropriate gears, and the more gears in the transmission, the more efficient it is, of course. The old hydros was just a hydraulic pump and a motor, and they gave you all the gears, but sure needed a barrel of fuel. And not today. Different.
Yeah, excellent. Now this is again kind of designed for the Red River Valley too.
Designed for specialty crops or wherever you want, but we took the specialty crops, whether it be the Red River Valley, or if you get east of here in the spud country or out to Idaho in the spud country, with this Rotrac machine, we go anywhere from 76 to 80 up to 144 or 152 inch wheel spacing. Specialty crops, it excels in. Other crops, it performs well in.
And that's our Iron Monday, brought to you by Degelman. It's 4:42. Right after the break, we're coming back, checking the forecast for farming, and there will be some here in the valley today. We'll be right back.